Good morning, everybody. I didn't have the camera ready when I started recording. Okay, so today we're talking about mistakes I make again. Why? Because I think it's so important for everybody to be open, honest, and being vulnerable. Not necessarily vulnerable in look at tears and stuff. I just mean open to mistakes. Because if you don't make mistakes, it means you're doing it like everybody else. You're just following the party line. And so if you're making mistakes, the way I see it is you're growing as an individual, and ultimately you found another way that doesn't work. And so the mistakes aren't necessarily bad as long as we learn from them and we iterate and we improve. So my mistake on this occasion, I spoke about it in my MrSelfStories.com newsletter, a daily newsletter, by the way, apart from Saturdays and Sundays. So weekdays, daily. Head on over there, completely free. Put your details in and we'll give you a storage tip every day. By the way, I love the research for these storage tips. It means that I can go for a run and say to my wife, I'm working. I need to find a business tip, a storage tip. And so, yeah, I love it. Okay, so my mistake that I made is very, very simple. I read a book, a sales book. I like to develop and educate myself, and I read a book a week. It might be about sales, it might be about marketing, it might be about business. It might be about spirituality. I love that shit. And one of them was a sales book, which basically said to increase morale and to increase competition, what you need to do is install a bell. I was like, oh, tell me more. What sort of bell is it? A gold bell? Is it a big bell? What do we do? And they said, install a bell every time you get a sale. So, i.e. for self-storage, a reservation, you go up to that bell and you ring their shit out of it because everybody else in your sales team knows that that person's done a reservation, and it encourages competition and it encourages other people to get more sales. So I did it like a good little bookworm because, I want to try it. I want to do it. If a book says I'm gonna give it a go. So I got my my handyman round. One of my best friends, he came. He's a handyman, absolutely brilliant. Installed this big gold bell on the wall. I was thinking, this is going to be brilliant. The team are going to be so motivated. There's going to be ringing ding ding all day long, and it's going to continue. It's going to increase sales. It's going to increase conversions. It's going to increase camaraderie, and everyone's going to be motivated. And guess what? As soon as I put it in there, I am fucking ringing. Well, didn't say it in these words, but I'm going to paraphrase. I am fucking ringing that Dean, you absolute dickhead. Obviously, didn't say it in them words, but I could read their mind. I knew what they was thinking, and I was like, no, you've got to try it because it increases morale. Does this competition healthy? And it didn't work. It didn't work. I think last time I spoke to James, somebody's rang it once. I mean, it's a small office. If somebody's on the phone, what you can do? Ring a bell? Yay. It's ridiculous. It's a massive, massive mistake. So I've just looking at my notes. So my takeaway here is just that, if somebody else says it, if somebody else is doing it and it's working for somebody else, that's great for them, their organization. But it doesn't necessarily mean it'll work for you and your organization, your culture, who you are, how you show up as a company. It might not be the same. So yes, by all means, read, educate yourself, listen to donuts like me. But just because I say it, just because somebody else says it, just because a book says it, it doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't mean it's right for you. It's got to feel and fit right. And although it felt right when I was thinking about it, oh yeah, this bell's going to be brilliant, ding, 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 ding. It just wasn't right for me in the thing. So I massively messed up, and I was trying to bring in, I don't know what sort of culture I was trying to bring in, but it was wrong. But at least I tried, and I hold my hands up and say, hey team, I'm a Wally. It was wrong. We'll take the bell down. So yeah. And by the way, there's loads and loads and loads of mistakes I make on a daily basis. And I want to change the way we look at mistakes, because I think that when we have a mistake or when we do a mistake, it's frowned upon. But if we judge everybody from everybody's worst moments on everybody's mistakes, then I fear people judging me, because I've made shit ton of mistakes. And if everybody knew every mistake I made, then I won't be respected, because people judge people by their worst moments. And I don't think we should do that. I think we should have a balance. We don't necessarily just need to take the best moments, but it's got to be balanced. We take someone as a whole. And so hopefully my team will realize that, yes, Dean made a mistake here, and here and here and here and here and here, but then he made a good decision here. And so therefore, let's crack on. Let's try to improve. But the one thing we can't do, the biggest mistake you will make is not trying new things and not trying to educate yourself, not trying to learn. Because then guess what? You won't make any mistakes. You will not make a mistake. But that's the biggest mistake you can make, is not making mistakes. I love that. There's a quote about a ship. A ship is built to go to sea. It's not built to stay in the harbour. And that's like us. We need to get out the harbour, out the safety of the harbour. A boat in the harbour is safe, but it's not doing what it was built to do. And so we need to get out there and try more things. Yes, most things we try won't work. Most things people will probably judge us and think how ridiculous. But do you know what? Mistakes stacked on top of each other are learnings. They're educational. And then that means the more mistakes we make, the more we learn and the better we become. And so go out there, make shit ton of mistakes, look stupid, but at least we're trying. At least we're trying. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I was going to say afraid. Don't be afraid and scared of making mistakes, because I make a shit ton of them, and I'm going to continue to do that. And so to my team, I am sorry. The bell didn't work. It was a stupid idea, but it was kind of a good-ish idea. Because I was trying something new. I was trying something out of our comfort zone. It didn't work for us this time, but guess what? The next one might work. It might not, but it might do. But we'll get closer and closer each time. All right, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you on Monday morning. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.